Hello everyone, it's me, Zach FPS again. Now it's been a while since I've done any gun animations, but that's because I've been busy on my own personal projects for game development. But yeah, I should be getting back into it, and what better way to start off with animating an M4 assault rifle for Operation Athena. Uh, yeah, so anyways, let's begin. So let me just... Okay, yeah. So I got the pose set up beforehand because I don't want to be messing around with the pose for 30 minutes on camera. I just want to get straight into animation. So the pose is all good. So yeah, I can start now. So first things first. There's a brand new animation, no keyframes. So we gotta have start frame. Well, it's been a while since I do this, so I don't know. I hope I haven't lost any like skill or whatever. So I'm trying to... What's a good angle for this? What would be... Okay, not that. You want to see a bit of the rifle there. Could put it lower? No. Maybe put that inwards. Yeah, like something like that, I think. Drag that forward. Alright. See that. Okay, so it needs to be faster. This is done in 30 FPS, by the way. I want it to be a little slower because I want like to be able to feel the weight with the animation. So yeah, we're just gonna start off with the block out as it was. So and then yeah, so then for now, for the block out, I'll just place the over the magazine, the hand. Alright, so yeah, we can fix these like dislocated, fucked up fingers a bit later. Just trying to... Yeah, roughly that position. Yeah. Should also get the pole target in the right position as well here. Like that. And I might mess with this... yeah, this thing right here controls like how the wrist looks. So usually I push that in so it doesn't look messed up. Yeah, so maybe the elbow can be pointed up like, what's a natural kind of thing? I think that could work. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's slightly lower though. Okay, so now I'm gonna add like a little break before the next action, and this will just be him like in this action. It might be like 5 frames long, and that will just be him fumbling to get the magazine out, and then he will pull it out. So like that. All right, now we can rip the magazine out. I don't think I'll animate the magazine with the hand just yet because I want to have like the positions perfect first. Alright, so let's just drag that down here, and this is where the assault rifle magazines appear to be, so I can just drag that down here. And then we'd have to adjust the pole target again. So that would need to go point like kind of parallel to his shoulder there. Yeah, like that. Maybe a little less. Go. Whoops. That's too fast. I mean, he's like aggressively reloading, which I mean, maybe he would do in the middle of a battle, but that looks... maybe one more frame for that. Yeah. Okay, so then after he pulls it out, I want like a bit of recoil. So I'm just going to move the gun in position for when he inserts the magazine back in. So yeah, it doesn't be an okay, so maybe we could do like that. Press it into his shoulder a little more. Yeah, it looks weird, but keep in mind there'll be shake when he pulls it out. This is just the block out. So then I need like a small pause. How long? So he's going to be like trying to get the magazine out for about, I reckon about 9 frames. I think that's fair enough. I mean, I'm gonna have to push this back a little bit more for this to work. I'll just put it there for now. Yeah, and now he can chuck the magazine back up. I'm definitely gonna have to play around with the poses, but oof, yeah, that pole target needs to be adjusted. That is one horribly bent wrist. He must be in a lot of pain, but he won't be for long because they're going to fix it up. Alright, we need to press the hand, the palm in a bit more here. Maybe a bit lower. Yeah, I want it to be quite low, so when he actually inserts the magazine back in, like you can notice him pushing it up. So like this. And how fast is that exactly? Oh yeah, first of all I just want to quickly fix this. Yeah, make sure it counts a frame dropping. Yep. I think add another frame onto that. Let's just extend that all by 1 frame. Yep. So now here I just account for the wrist. It's quite low though, so you might have to play around with it. So it could be like this, for example, and then I can move this like wrist adjuster. Wait, is it this one? What does this one do? I don't know. That's just the UE mannequin rig. So I can move this around like that. Yeah, alright. I gotta clear the transformations I did on that and animate it. So I would need to animate this part, but for now I'll leave it blank. So let's just so he moves his arm at 39. Okay, so 38 is the frame before that, so that's when I would want to wait. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and let's just place that down a bit. Yep. Okay, and that will do for now. Any clipping issues, I can either just adjust the pole target or this bone, but we're just getting the block out here. Alright, so next, there's going to be a pause before he actually inserts the magazine back in. So we might make it 6 frames actually. And that's both of these, yep. Alright. And now suddenly he's going to press it up. Then after that, I'll have to adjust the fingers for the block out. And then I can start doing in-betweens and the magazine stuff. Yeah, like that. And then could add some like sort of shake up with the gun here, because that's going to be, yep. that'll do for now. Too much, I think. Yeah. Alright, that'll do for now. Then there's going to be another brief pause where his hand is kind of pulling the magazine down tightly so it's locked in. So that's what this little pause is. And then I just want to go back to its original position, which will be, yep. There we go. Might need to be a little faster than that for this tactical sort of military-esque reload. Yep. Alright, so, yep, nice. And then we can add like bouncingness after that. Oh, also, I almost forgot, I gotta reset this bone. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. Don't even know what happened there. So, next is the fingers. So, this one, oh yeah, the fingers here do need to be animated. Like, for these three, might have a little shake in them when he's like pulling the magazine out, but especially this trigger finger, that needs to go outside and be placed here because that's kind of gun safety right there. So, where should the fingers, so first of all, let's fix the fingers here. So, thumb needs to wrap around the magazine. Like so. It's kind of contorted. I'm gonna reset all the transformations on this. Oh, wait. I need to, yeah, whoops. I need to like add a keyframe to all of these first. Alright. Yeah, and then I can kind of rotate this as needed. I rotate the whole kind of thumb, yeah. Rotate it, put that inwards. Yep. And I could drag this out a bit if I need to make it look more natural. There's a little bit of clipping, but that's okay, you're not going to see it. And, you know, you can just say, oh, the gloves are pressing in to the magazine there, so who cares? Yep, so I think that's going to do. Oh, obviously these fingers, so let's just get this sorted. I think for these as well, I'm also going to reset the position and rotation just so I can get a fresh start to wrap them around. Okay, so yeah, problem immediately is, oh whoops, I didn't apply the keyframes on this one. So the first immediate problem is that, yeah, oh, I didn't even, because if I reset this, it will be in its original rotation, but that means, yeah, so the hand actually needs to be rotated. That's fine. We'll just leave it like that for now, for these fingers, and then just, let's try and get this in the right shape. If not, I'll just leave it. Okay, so this is where the hand's supposed to be, but the thumb is obviously not meant for that position, so for now, let's just do that. Alright, so let's drag the thumb back down to where it was. So yeah, we got some issues here. Yeah, this is troubling. I don't know, because I kind of like the way I had it before. It was, maybe it needs to be sort of rotated down a bit, because that could still look, wait, because that looks right there. and then I can just kind of adjust the fingers if I need to. Like that. Just push and pull around there. Yep. So I think that is fine, and then I'll adjust those fingers for the clipping. Yeah, that's way better than it was before there. Alright, so the thumb is good. We gotta fix these fingers as well, so. Might extend this finger a bit more here, so I can rotate this. So, let's just have it like that, I think. Yeah, again, you won't notice it. I just kind of want to have this nicely wrapped around the magazine here, and I can always change it up. Let's just do the same for these. Oh shit, so this one's going to be a bit awkward to wrap around because of the joints are a little offset, so yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. So I'm just going to have to like probably point it up like this. Well, I don't think so, because I don't know enough about it, but what happened was, well, I don't know how much I can say about this, but there was a bit of a conflict between the developers about disagreements between owners, so they're just sorting it out. So I hope I'm not breaching any NDA and then my life gets ruined, but yeah, that's probably as much as I can say. Okay, there we go. Just but yeah, I think they're sorting it out, so should hopefully be fine. Okay. Alright, and then, yeah, God, I hate doing finger stuff with reloads. I mean, it's just so tedious. Because you can usually get the base poses for the hands done really fast, and arms, but fingers are, to put it lightly, fucking annoying. There we go. Yep. Alright, so I'm just going to keyframe all this. That's all the fingers, right? Yeah. Alright, so now keep this the same. And I don't need a... Okay, so yeah, the hand needs to be adjusted here again. So... okay. I don't feel like doing that whole finger shit again, so I'd rather just move the whole hand. Yep. Put that right here. Any detrimental clipping? Thumb is a bit screwed up here. I think the hand needs to be arced more this way. Yeah, I might need to adjust the fingers. Oh, wait. Let's do that. Yep. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, but I also wanted it downward so you can see the mag getting pushed in with more force. But, I mean, can't really go too far down. Yep, there we go. Kind of want the to be a bit more wrapped around here, so that. Alright. Alright, there we go. That's good. Oh, I actually kind of like how it sort of wafts around like that, but I'm just going to need this block keyframe here. So there we go. And then obviously got to do the fingers again, so I'll just copy, get all these again. Need an end keyframe here. I mean, I might as well just get rid of that for neatness, and there we go. So that's all reset, and I'll quickly, I don't really want to animate this finger right now, but because it's, I mean, all it needs to do is go on the outside and press this. You don't even see that, but I'll do that later. Okay, so now I should probably fix up some of these issues as well. Maybe it goes down a little bit more. Oh yeah, there's a pretty glaring issue with this bone actually. Radical insurgency. I think one of your animators told me about this game. I can't really remember who though. Alright, there we go. It's just, yeah, a little bit of clipping, but it's not. Oh, god damn it. Okay, yeah, it's just gonna do that, and then I need the original frame here. Yep. Alright. I still think this is clipping in a bit. Oh wait, I didn't even realize how screwed that was. Yeah, A-car, yeah, that's right. Alright, yeah, I think that's... adjust that a little bit. Still needs to go... Yeah, I think that's fine. No, but I don't want to change the fingers. I kind of just want to get the hand perfect, so I don't need to go through that headache shit. Alright, yeah. Alright, I might just tuck the thumb in later, I don't really care, it's all good. Alright, so next. Obviously the hands need to open up between each stage, so... But... I mean, maybe I just do that now, it's pretty simple, because I'm just going to make them open fully, which I can do easily by just resetting its thing like that. There we go. Here we go, now it looks like it's transitioning. There we go, and do the same here. Might need to off these frames later, but that's all good. Now I should hold up. Perfectionist coming out a bit. Just kind of want to, yeah, just kind of fix that up a little bit. Yep. Alright, so it would be pretty good to get this magazine animated, but the thing is that the gun's gonna shake quite a bit, like you know, to try and get that like snappiness and cleanness of gun animation. So I'm just gonna do like the block out for the magazine here. I'm just gonna select both rigs at the same time so I can cross-reference and all that keyframes. Alright, so Yeah. Oh, okay, that's perfect. And then goes down there, and it's going to disappear. So obviously there's going to be major magazine world clipping, but again, I'll fix that. Now, for this animation, I want to add a bit of flair to the arm coming up again, so it like flicks the other magazine up, like it starts off upside down, but I don't really know how that's going to work, because yeah, it's going to be kind of awkward looking from third person, so I think I might just stick with what I've been doing for the other ones. Alright, so let's just have it down here a bit. Yeah, now make this disappear. I'm just going to put that inside the body here. I got to try and get that as centered as I can, so like, you know, it will definitely won't be seen. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now needs to appear back in the hand. And also, so it starts the frame earlier here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's try and align this more with the hand. Yep, and then I'm just gonna put the keyframe back into its original spot, so up here. Yeah, so obviously there's some rotation issues, but that's just easily fixed with in-betweens. Now, okay, so we got all that done now. It's time for some actual in-betweens here, so I'm gonna need to edit this quite a bit. So I might move the hand and the gun down here. Just get a bit of little bounciness here, so yeah, like that. I might just do it on the gun only, so I can have some creative liberties in how I do it here. Like, that's too little. Needs to be more like that. There we go. Ooh. Nah, it needs to go out and then maybe slightly down. Yeah, like that. I like that. And then obviously we'll have a lot of shake there, so. Alright, so now we need to match up the hand with the new movement. So it goes, yeah, so it needs to go back, downwards. Yep, like that. I think maybe it needs to go more down. GY. Alright. Yep. So let's now focus on the shake after he pulls the thing out. So when he pulls it, the force is going to go throw the gun downwards a bit like that. Maybe it needs to be faster. Oh yeah, that kind of yanks it a bit more. Bang. And then maybe get some just rotation frames now. So like we want kind of like a little bit of sway. Let's try, oh whoops, try that. That looks kind of wonky. It's all about kind of, there we go. Oh, that's kind of nice actually. Maybe rotate it up. Okay, well, this might be better off being rotated inwards more, like that. Yeah, like that. And then I'm gonna get rid of this. Alright, so we want, like, I just want a bit more lag. Like that looks pretty smooth, but then we need a bit more imperfections. And then that will be the last in-between, because I'll go over another phase where I actually make the in-betweens of this even better, but for that movement, but we'll keep it fluid like that. I do think this should be faster though. Or maybe this needs to also... Yeah, because... Okay. Yeah, because that looks nice and smooth, but... Okay, actually, because if I do this, you know, that's going to look weird. But, that looks nice and fluid, and without it, it just... Yeah, it does that. So this makes it smoother, so... I'm going to keep it like that, and then on another... When I brush through the frames again, I'm going to add some more keyframes for it. Alright. Cool. So, next. So we have the little kind of thing here. I do want the hand to like be visibly kind of struggling with pulling the mag out. Like it actually requires a bit of muscle. Oh, whoops. Location rotation for this. So, yeah, the fingers could be animated here. Might rotate it awkwardly a little bit just to give that weight effect. Ooh, that feels kind of powerful. I like that. I do kind of want to... Bang. Like... And then I could always, like, correct the fingers here, so... Or maybe it's a bit too, like, kind of angled, I think. Yep. Yeah, I like that, and we can... And the next animation pass, I can make that a little bit better, you know. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And then here, he pushes up. Maybe another bit of a freeze frame. Like, to kind of like show that it's not just dipping down instantly, and then bring the hand down a little bit. It needs to be more than that. It needs to be more noticeable. Come on. And you can kind of see it. We need to push that in back a bit more so it actually doesn't look like. Yeah, there we go. Maybe a little faster. Nah. I don't know if we're gonna need this pause. What does it look like without it? Yeah, that looks a bit too bad there. So I'm gonna push this in a bit. No, actually I'm gonna keep it like that. Yeah, try that. What if I do something like that? Because I don't know if I like that pause. Like, it needs to be sort of snappier. One frame? Because what does it look like if I do that? That looks a bit too cartoony. Can make this a little less. Alright, maybe one sort of frame less and see how that looks. I kind of like that, and I might edit it on another pass or something. Actually, I'll have it to what it was before. Yeah. Alright. Now what? Needs to be some sort of adjustment here, I think. I'm just gonna copy this or a little reference here. And let's rotate it down a bit so we can get that kind of Call of Duty bounce. Give it another one. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, that looks ridiculous, but maybe decrease the rotation a bit here. What's this like? No, that looks ridiculous. Let's try that. Alright, well, I need to animate the left arm with it to make it, to like see what it would actually look like. But no, I think that is too much though. What if here it gets pressed into the shoulder more, so it actually looks like he's, yeah, like kind of tugging that out a bit. That sounds kind of crazy, but it's not what I was trying to mean. Like, yeah. So let's move that back a bit. Yeah, because it actually looks like he's pulling it more in towards his shoulder. Yep. And then I'm gonna add maybe one more frame. Yeah, I like that. Now animate the left arm. I just kind of want to watch it though. Watch the animation on loop. Let's take off overlay and just see what we got here so far. How long have I been live? 40 minutes. Alright, let's animate this arm now with it. So alright, so once again, just gonna duplicate it like that. Alright, so this needs to go down, that up a bit, rotate it to the side. Okay, I like that. Let's get that up again. maybe rotate that up. Move it to the right more, down. Alright, let's... Yeah. Okay, too much translation on the y-axis, I think. Let's just decrease that. I like that. Now, fingers also need to be... Also, wait. Okay, the pole target isn't what it's supposed to be here. That's all good. So, yep. I'm just gonna have a blank frame for now. So when exactly does it become normal? So this exact frame, and let's for now just have the original pole target at here, and then we can animate that with the bounce later. Actually, you know what? I might just animate it with the bounce now. Why not? Alright, so down. Give that a bit bounce here, and then reset it for the end here. So it goes up. I want it to go visibly up, and then go down. Yeah, like that. But a little less severe from this point. I'm just gonna keep sort of adjusting it like that. Like that, yeah. I still think there's too much change on this positioning here. What about this? One half less. I'm also gonna be honest, it's probably, or when it's offset, it looks really nice, so. Yeah, that is good. That is really good. That actually looks pretty good there. Okay, I'm gonna have it there. And maybe one offset before that. Yep, okay, we can edit that later again, so. Now I'm going to take a quick walk around outside, and then I'll be back to work on this anim, so let me just get the BRB text, there we go. Alright, I'll be right back. Just save. Okay. Alright guys, I think I actually gotta go, so I'll probably do some more of this off stream. I don't know, maybe I'll do more on stream, but yeah, we got a pretty good chunk of it done here. Obviously needs a lot more work to get it to look like some of the other ones I made, so yeah. Alright guys, take care.